Um, I like one of his perks. I don't understand her perks, to be honest. They're kind of confusing. One of them just doesn't seem very good, but actually, you want to? Okay, let's look at some of these perks. I don't know if any of these are really that great. For those of you that don't know, we're on the public test build. Yeah. We got 2 survivors coming out. Okay, as far as I know, they're twins. This is Talita Lira or Lyra. I don't know however you pronounce it. I don't know if I like any of her perks. Her first one is friendly competition. Whenever you finish repairing a generator with at least 1 survivor, the perk activates. You and that survivor each get a 5% repairing bonus for 75 seconds. Gen speed perks, I guess. Teamwork, power of 2. Whenever you finish healing another survivor. So you see a theme here. Whenever you finish healing another survivor, you both move 5% faster as you stay within 12 meters. So this is kind of like, and the perk can only activate every, like, what, 140 seconds? This is kind of like Blood Pact, I guess, without the need of the obsession piece. But you have to have the perk and you have to heal them. So I guess theoretically, like with this and Blood Pact and Hope, you, I guess, realistically run faster than the killer. But yeah, interesting. 12 meters, fairly small. I think, what is Blood Pact's radius? 16 meters? 12 is kind of short. 16 is like, honestly, from one end of Shack to the next. So you wouldn't even be able to really loop around Shack. So I don't know how good it's going to be. And then her last perk is a vaulting perk, which I just don't know how it would be good. Maybe I haven't thought about it too much yet. Her last perk is Cut Loose, and after performing a rushed vault in a chase, the perk activates. While this perk is active, your rushed vaults are silent for up to 6 seconds, and successfully performing a rush vault during that time resets the timer and goes on cooldown for 45 seconds. So you do a fast vault, and for the next 6 seconds, all your fast vaults are silent. But why? A 6 second, like, I don't even know. You might be able to, like, say fast vault Shack, run around and fast vault it again within that 6 seconds. But I'm trying to think, like, what, spamming windows, I guess, if the killer can't see you, so you can maybe mind game them. I don't know. I don't feel like this perk is very good. I think this perk needs a buff of some sort. That 6 seconds could probably be 10, and then I'd be like, okay, I can maybe see that doing something. The only way I see this perk even working, like the way it reads, is a fast vault. Wow, for the next 6 seconds, anytime I fast vault, they're silent. Where are you going to be spamming windows over and over within a 6 second period where that's going to help you? I'm not really necessarily a huge fan of any of her perks. But her brother, on the other hand, I'm going to laugh if these two aren't actually twins and they're like lovers. I don't know. Renato, okay. I'm going to save his best perk for last because I think it could actually be a lot of fun. Let's start with the Teamwork Collective Stealth. Whenever another survivor finishes healing you, you both leave no scratch marks for as long as you stay within 12 meters of the survivor who healed you, or until one of you loses a health state. So we see a theme with these two survivors. It's like 12 meters, 140 seconds for some of these teamwork perks. So you both leave no scratch marks? Okay, I mean, maybe. Not that you can really, like, use this perk for anything specific. It's just, it might work, it might help, it might give you some value. Background player. They made a perk, by the way, this is just silly. They made a perk that actually might get your teammates tunneled if you use it. Please do not use this. Please, please, please. Oh, this one is the one you think? Yeah, this one is not good. Please, for the love of God, do not use this exhaustion perk. Please. After you unhook another survivor, you break into a sprint at 150% of your normal running speed, so basically sprint burst, for 6 seconds. That's a long time. And you gain exhaustion. Do not use this. If you are unhooking a survivor and you get benefit from this perk where you can run away and the killer's actually there, the killer's just gonna like, what? The killer's just gonna tunnel the person that got unhooked. Why? Just why? There is one realm in where this perk might be decent. If you're unhooking endgame and you can actually make it away before the killer hits you a second time, and if you're unhooking by yourself, you pretty much need like full stacks of desperate measures. This is going to get people tunneled more. I mean, whatever. They gave a different type of exhaustion perk, I guess. But this first perk I'm actually really excited about because we talked about this before. So we talked about a perk like this a while ago. Somebody asked me what I thought would, like, what kind of perk I want. I'm like, oh, it'd be kind of cool if you could, like, refresh your exhaustion. But I don't know how that would be balanced. I feel like that perk would have to have tremendous downsides in order for it to act. Because, I mean, can you imagine, like, dead harding twice or sprint bursting twice in chase? That could be broken. So they made something that does that. It doesn't really work with dead hard, But this perk goes absolutely insane with Sprint Burst. It's called Blood Rush. I like the name. It activates once you're one hook away from death. So you literally have to be death hooked before you can even use this perk. Okay, so that's one of the downsides that kind of keeps it balanced. And while you're healthy, running, and suffering from exhaustion. Okay, so think about all these conditions. Your death hook, you have to be full health. Running isn't really that difficult, but you also have to be exhausted. So there's like no realm in where this works with Dead Hard. You press the active ability button to basically give up 1 health state. You recover from exhaustion instantly, and you become broken for 20 seconds. That's not even the best part of this perk, right? So you, like, let's say you're death hook and you're full health, you can sprint burst twice, you can lithe, you can head on twice. The second part is absolutely fucking nutty. You are automatically healed from injured to healthy after the 20 seconds. But if you're put into the dying state, it cancels the healing effect. The last line reads, activating Blood Rush will disable it for the remainder of the trial. That's too bad. Well, it could have been interesting. I guess it's a one-time use, so it can't be that broken. Can you imagine if it didn't have that last line where you could use it over and over and over again? I guess it's not terrible Dead Hard, but yeah, I was thinking like if you're using a medkit with a syringe, it could be pretty silly. What's the killer? I'll show you, but you're not going to be very impressed. She looks cool, you know? She has pretty fat ass, I guess. Wide hips, very, very cute looking. Her power is kind of meh. Basically, she can put down drones. The drones can detect survivors. You have a little radar that you can look at. If the survivors are in the detection zone for too long, I think they become marked, so they're basically one-shottable. And that's kind of it. The survivors can hack them, but then they get marked and the killer can see them for a short period of time. Hacking them disables them. It's not really that interesting, to be honest. It's really basic. There you go. Yep, that's it. Okay, pretty lackluster Mori. Nothing really that insane. Yeah, true, the robot scans. That's unique. Yeah, her power is basically she can set up I think 4 or 5 drones. It's a form of detection. She's basically a killer, kind of like Doctor in a way, where she has a power that's built on finding survivors. She has no movement speed buff. Her power really isn't anti-loop, but she has really good tracking, and you might end up being one shot at some point. Like that's about it. I mean, hey, to each their own. I don't even know. Are her perks really that great? Attacking a survivor, the next breakable wall or pallet you break will make survivors within a 32-meter radius scream and reveal their aura for 4 seconds. That's not terrible. Leverage. Each time you hook a survivor, you gain a token up to 10. And when you hook them, it activates, and for each token, it reduces the healing speed of survivors by 5% for 30 seconds. Theoretically, it can reduce their healing speed by 50% at the big... I guess. Maybe if you're into anti-healing stuff. I don't know. And her last one is Game Afoot. When you're chasing the obsession, the perk activates. Damaging generators and breaking walls or pallets give you a 5% haste status for 10 seconds. Okay, a little bit of mobility built into one of her teachables. Whenever you hit a survivor, with the total most time in chase with a basic attack, they become the obsession. I don't even know how it tracks that. Whenever you hit the survivor with the total most time in chase, I don't even know how is that going to track that. Whatever. Maybe you'll see this perk mixed with like Nemesis, possibly. 5% haste, cool. I mean, she'll be able to end chases a little bit faster. This might be pretty good on some other killers. Yeah, I don't know. As far as like killers go, I don't think a lot of people are really going to be that impressed with her. But this is really like one of the only perks that I find kind of interesting. The only downfall is you literally only get like 1 use out of it, so whatever.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong.